Greetings friends, JawlessPaul here. With the most recent Witchfire patch, we now can find rosary beads scattered throughout the world. There are a total of 34, and in this video I'm going to show you how to find them. The tutorial area has the ammo preservation bead, one of my personal favorites. And the Hermitorium has the health bead, the ammo reserve bead, and the melee recharge bead. In addition, almost all of the familiars and mini-bosses in the game drop rosary beads. The triple reward bead is found from the familiar on the Island of the Damned. This isn't the familiar at the bottom of the tower, but rather the one that you find in the cave by the shipwreck. The elemental duration bead can be found by killing the drowned captain. The dash stamina bead is dropped from the galley slave. The elixir 1 bead is dropped by the warden. The Sepulchre mini-boss in Velmorn drops the Metanoia bead. The Spider familiar in Velmorn drops the Ailment immunity bead. And the Vigor bead is dropped by the Fallen Liberator in Irongate Castle. And the Demacher drops the short range bead. Each of the vaults also has a bead at the end in one of the 2 chests. The Free Arcana bead is in the Island of the Damned vault. The Light Charge Spell bead is in the Scarlett Coast vault. And the melee charge bead is found in the Irongate Castle vault. In addition to those, you will also find beads in the locked chests. There are a total of 5 of them. They're the Health bead 2, Providence bead, Resistance bead, Sanity bead, and Blessed Hits bead. But in addition to these, there are beads scattered around the maps. I scoured all around in search of them, and I found most of them on my own, but perhaps like some of you, I needed some help for the last 3 or 4. Let's go map by map and I'll show you where they are. The Island of the Damned has 3 beads lying on the ground. Inside the outer ring of the tower, you'll find the Healing bead 1 lying on the ground. You'll find the Stamina 1 bead at the Fallen Pillar on the southern side of the island partway up. And finally, you can find the Ailment Power bead in the Familiar's room, which is located in the cave by the big shipwreck. Scarlett Coast also has 3 lying around. The Broken Tower has the Spell Recharge bead near the very top. Then if you jump down to the ships on the beach, you will find the Weapon Range bead. Finally, to find the Blessed Aim bead, you actually have to jump down to the old Shield Master Arena. This is a bit tough to do, but I'll walk you through it. For this bead, you actually have to do something a little strange. You have to summon the boss of this area. There it is. You blow the horn, and then that summons the boss. You need to watch that, but the galley slave. But then the problem is, it's actually not by the galley slave. You have to get the galley slave to move to this area, and in order to do that, you have to summon a calamity. So it's a little awkward. We're gonna try to walk through it here, but let's wait for a calamity, and I'll show you what happens. All right, so we've triggered a calamity. Looks like it's going to be the calamity of the ship, which I'll show you that, how to do that as well real quick, if you're not really sure how the ship calamity works. It's pretty simple. It's not easy. It's actually pretty tough. You want to kill these black orbs. And once you do, one of the skulls on the ship will become. Okay, but then what I want to check right now. Okay, yep. So the first familiar is on the move. That's what you want. You want the first familiar to end up here, and then you'll be able to go down into this cavern. It's a little bit weird. Okay, we got one. So yeah, once you kill these, it makes one of them vulnerable, and you can tell which one's vulnerable because it'll have a little thing around it, and then it dies in one shot. And then once you kill all 3 of the skulls, you're good to go. But I'm not sure why the familiar decides to move when you are in the middle of a calamity, but that's just the way it works. I think you want to be careful with the galleon is when it fires off all of the, not the black cannonballs, but the barrage of cannons that it shoots at you sometimes. Like, that is very dangerous if it does that. You just want to be careful. You just want to be careful. But yeah, we want to make sure he gets all the way up to the top there before we... I don't think it matters if you if you finish the calamity. I think he'll just go up there anyway, but just want to make sure. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, we've got these mercenaries coming as well. Run! Okay, so we can't see the skull yet when it comes through. Ah, it's on the wrong side. Of course. There it is. Alright, we got it. Got the calamity all dealt with, and now the Witch's Familiar is up there. And I think what that means is that the Witch's Familiar is actually down into where the shield bearer used to be. If you played that long ago, that was a long time ago that the shield bearer was down there, but that is where he has gone. So you can jump down now. And so that is where you get the last one. Now, it's interesting. He's chilling there. Do we fight down there? I'm curious now how you jump. Oh, okay. So once he aggroes, he jumps down. That's crazy. I did not know that this is what happened. The Psychopomp is pretty good for this. More. All right, we got him. Not too bad. That's what I've found. The Psychopomp is really good if you are fighting a boss or a large enemy. You just get real close and you fight him. Okay, so here's that rosary bead. This was probably the hardest one to collect. I mean, the ones that come from the chests are also really hard because it's just kind of luck of the draw, but yeah, that's how you do it. Vilmorn has 3 beads. The long-range bead is in the Thieves' Hollow at the top of a broken tower. The Traps bead is found in the Tangles on a rooftop. And the Dash range bead can be found by climbing up this ruin. Irongate Castle has 3. The Sprint bead is found near where you found the braid of the Seductress. Divine Intervention bead is found by the Castle Gallows. And the Demonic Ammo bead is located in the market area on the eastern side of the castle, just past the ambush point. Finally, Witch Mountain currently has 2, though I'm sure they will add more when the boss fight is finished. The Incense bead is found behind the first rising green gate, and the Elixir bead too is found in this basket after you jump down. That does it for all of the beads in Witchfire currently. I personally love the system of beads and stats leveling that they added, and I made a video where I talked a little bit about the process that I took for my first build. Thanks for watching.